We find ourselves in Alexandria on day 5 of our trip to Egypt. We spend the morning of our day trip at the fascinating catacombs of Qom al-Shukafah, then rounded that off with some mud coffee at a small cafe across the street. Alexandria is a Mediterranean port city with a population of about 5.2 million people. Although with all the new construction happening around the city, I guess this number will increase in the near future. During the Hellenistic period, it was home to a lighthouse ranking amongst the 7 wonders of the ancient world. The city also had Greco-Roman landmarks, old world cafes, and sandy beaches. Its 15th century sea fort, Qaitbay Citadel, is now a museum. Today, the library is reincarnated in a disc-shaped, ultra-modern Bibliotheca Alexandria. And that is our next stop. The breathtaking structure was very carefully designed to portray the principles that the original library was built on. It hosts a collection of the rarest books and artifacts from all over the world. Alexander the Great was an ancient Macedonian ruler and one of history's greatest military minds, who, as king of Macedonia and Persia, established the largest empire that the ancient world has ever seen. Alexander's lasting legacy was rooted in dozens of cities that he founded, and one of the greatest was Alexandria, located west of the Nile Delta. His architect, Dinocrates, designed it, and it did not only include a major harbor and the famous lighthouse of the pharaohs, but it also had a great library that collected intellectual wealth from all over the known world. In that time, knowledge became a very strong trading commodity. Before entering the library, we met up with 2 very good friends from Egypt, and they joined us for that part of the day. Naturally, security was very high at the museum. They take the safety of the people and the treasures that this building holds very serious. The Bibliotheca Alexandria, Latin for Library of Alexandria, is a major library and culture center, which was built in commemoration of the Library of Alexandria. The new library was opened on October 16, 2002, although construction already started in 1995. The library has shelf space for about 8 million books, with a main reading room covering 20,000 square meters. The complex also houses a conference center, specialized libraries for maps, multimedia, the blind and visual impaired, young people, for children. There are 4 museums, 4 art galleries for temporary exhibitions, 15 permanent exhibitions, a planetarium, and a manuscript restoration laboratory. Book heaven. It is big.
It is.
Yeah.
Spend a lifetime in it.
We are in the middle of the streets of Alexandria. We're gonna have a picnic.
And literally we're sitting in the middle of the street. They just brought us tables and we're sitting in the middle, not even eating their food. We brought our own. And we're sitting here at a restaurant and just enjoying our own food. What do you think about that?
I'm quite hungry, so I'm looking forward to the food. But it's quite an experience. Amazing people, good views.
Next to us, a group of young men were playing dominoes, and as Marcus is familiar with the game, he asked to join them. And even with a serious language barrier, it seemed like he was somewhat successful. Interesting lunch. Works for me. A stop that I really wanted to make was the ocean. The idea of getting as close as possible to the Mediterranean Sea was the aim, and we headed towards the old citadel at the waterfront. At the Mediterranean. We had one more stop to make for the day before we started heading back south. The St. Mark's Coptic Orthodox Cathedral here in the Manshia district of Alexandria. It is the historical seat of the Pope of Alexandria, the head of the Coptic Orthodox Church, and it is said to have some of the most amazing architectural designs and features. We're in a part of town. I haven't seen so many high-class clothing stores ever in my life, and every store is a main store. Shoo. It is also said to be the site of the church founded by St. Mark the Evangelist in AD 42. Naturally, the building has been destroyed and rebuilt a couple of times, so the current structure was opened around the 1950s. But unfortunately, this is not the only reason why this cathedral is famous. On Palm Sunday, April 9th, 2017, a bomb was detonated, killing 17 people and injuring 40 others. This, going hand in hand with other attacks in the country, caused a 3-month state of emergency in Egypt. I could clearly see that the group was deeply touched by this, as the reality of these kinds of actions have never been part of our lives. And although it was a sad and tough part of our trip, it was something that we wanted to experience in person. This was such an amazing day with a variety of different experiences. In the next episode, we start our journey to Upper Egypt with a short stop along the way that had a great impact in our group.